Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am honored to introduce H.R. 2826, the Refugee Program Integrity Restoration Act of 2017. I have long been a supporter of the Refugee Program and the important humanitarian mission that it serves. The United States should be a beacon of hope to those in dire need who face persecution, torture, or death on account of their religion, race, national origin, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. As a former immigration lawyer, this is more than just theory. I have seen this program firsthand. The refugee program, however, is outdated and is now in need of reform. The process is wrought with fraud, unchecked executive authority, and potential threats to our national security. These deficiencies have been highlighted in several hearings and by numerous witnesses. When former FBI Director James Comey testified before this committee in 2015, he made very troubling statements about the inability of law enforcement to properly vet incoming refugees. Compared to countries where U.S. intelligence has a strong footing, many refugees are coming from failed states, such as Syria, where there is very little U.S. intelligence presence. The simple fact is that we do not know who these people truly are, and former Director Comey made it clear that he could not give assurances for the safety of the communities that were accepting refugees. This is not only unacceptable, but it further undermines the legitimacy of the program and hurts those that it should help. The reforms outlined in this bill do much to restore the refugee program's integrity that has been lost over the past several years. The statutory changes modernize a statute that was written over 30 years ago and that could not have contemplated the problems that we face now. By updating provisions related to waiver authority, termination of refugee status, and the process for adjustment of status for refugees, H.R. 2826 takes the necessary steps to bring the refugee program into the 21st century. This bill goes to great lengths to strengthen the infrastructure of the program and combat fraud and threats to our national security. By improving our fraud detection at the earliest stages of the process and including recurrent security checks after refugees admitted to the country, U.S. law enforcement can better assess fraud patterns, identify future threats, and thwart attacks before they can occur. The provisions of this bill truly anticipate the needs of future Congresses to protect against unchecked executive action. By setting the ceiling through statute and requiring congressional action in advance of any adjustment, Congress finally brings the refugee ceiling determination in line with all other statutorily set immigration caps. Further, by providing a voice to state and local governments, this or any future administration cannot dictate resettlement without substantive input from the states and communities that will be impacted. The amendment in nature of a substitute that I have introduced today removes Section 13 from the original bill. Upon further review, this section is now more relevant to other legislation. For that reason, I have offered the ANS to remove that section of the base bill. This bill is the result of a collaborative effort of many members, and I want to thank all members who provided good ideas, input, and language. I especially want to thank Chairman Goodlatte for his strong leadership on this issue and for fostering the collaborative spirit that has brought us here today. H.R. 2826 is a strong bill that will greatly improve many facets of the refugee program, and I urge the members of this committee to support the ANS and the underlying bill today. And with that, I yield back.